The story of Web3 begins in a mysterious way. A white paper was published introducing Bitcoin in 2008, bolstered with a new technology called blockchain. The white paper was released publicly under the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto. Whether there exists just one person or a group of people is still unclear to this day. Though Satoshi's true identity is unknown, what is clear is the impact of the white paper that sparked a technological shift. Bitcoin is the first system that allowed peer-to-peer financial transactions through the internet without needing an intermediary. Bitcoin emerged at a time when institutional trust was at an all-time low. Bitcoin and blockchain technology became popular in 2014. But brewing in the background was an idea of a new internet. The current internet was rife with security breaches and fraud. And while people wanted a fresh and uncompromising solution, a digital way of trusting via the technology code itself. During the 2020 pandemic, consumers were encouraged to use digital methods for financial transactions as a safety precaution and protection from the transmission of the COVID-19 virus. Turns out that money is actually very literally dirty and can still have active virus for days after initial contact. Due to this nationwide movement towards a more cashless society, many of us opted for Amazon orders versus standing in line perfectly 6 feet apart, as we all hunkered down with thoughts of an uncertain future in our minds. An interesting statistic emerged during the pandemic, and it had many of us reeling about a serious wealth gap in the United States. The statistic is that the world's then richest people doubled their combined income, while millions of people fell below the poverty line. Fresh off the global pandemic, the promising ideals of a new, decentralized internet and a more secure, immutable financial transaction system were appealing to many. Herein, the introduction of Web3, which came to prominence in 2021. Some may wonder, well, what's the problem with Web 1 and 2, and why Web 3 or 5? To that point, the internet is arguably one of the most transcendent creations of our time. It has allowed us to connect globally with access to so much information, and now enhanced with social and interactive components. And Web 3 is hoping to level that up with the implementation of decentralized, secure protocols and transparent processes fueled by decentralized applications, or DApps, and also blockchain technology. Here are what I found to be the standard tenets surrounding a new internet. I'll call it with a Web3 manifesto, though there is no such official document. First up is decentralization. Decentralization means a decision to break free from a centralized web that is largely controlled by corporations. The decentralized web aims to democratize access and put control back into the hands of users. So it's a more user-centric, robust framework that will enhance security, protect privacy, and enable community empowerment. But a key component to realizing the promises of Web3 is blockchain technology. Blockchain is considered to be unhackable by even the most powerful computers. It is essentially a digital shared database ledger that is distributed across secure networks. Payments are processed by digitally signing a transaction with a private key. Each transaction is verified and recorded in an entry as a block that is added to the previous chain of transactions in the database. It is immutable, meaning that it cannot be undone or changed later. Although blockchain was created solely for Bitcoin, Ethereum created a blockchain technology introduced around 2014 that enables a myriad of use cases besides payments through their system of smart contracts. Another key component of Web3, smart contracts, allows participants to transact with each other through self-executing digital agreements written in code. They are programmed to execute when the preset conditions of the agreement are met. There is not a need for intervention to make this occur. Again, transaction records are immutable, verifiable, and securely distributed across the network, giving participants full ownership and visibility into the transaction data. With these foundational technologies in place, there seemed to be a consensus forming around Web3 goals of more openness, acceptance, yet maintaining privacy and security, and opportunities to participate in the economic prosperity of the country. Of course, digital currencies are key. Cryptocurrencies, tokenization, and stablecoins are all Web3 concepts. And digital wallets are used to keep your private keys and manage your currencies. And added to these building blocks are DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations. These are organizational structures for cooperation without the need for government. These cultural reformations are providing a way to reimagine internet collaboration and change the internet world as we know it. So where are we now with the promise of a new internet? Join us on this journey as we explore the exciting world of Web3.